Alright, had a bit of trouble actually getting this stream to start, but it's here. But yeah, before we get into this, there was actually a pretty big announcement from Sony a couple of days ago. They changed their server shutdown dates for some reason. So Warhawk, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Sound Shapes, and Twisted Metal have been delayed. Instead of them shutting down, I forgot the original date. Pretty sure it was last month. They actually moved them all to shutting down January 31st of next year. So that's pretty good news. I think part of the reason it happened was actually due to legal obligations, because the EULA for Warhawk said that if Sony decides to shut down the servers, they're required to give a 90-day notice before they shut them down, which the initial shutdown date violated, apparently. But it affected the other games as well, thankfully. In terms of like which ones, if any, I'll go back to, I'll most likely stream PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale one more time. For a bit obvious reasons, considering a major title coming out next month. But yeah. Anyways, this is LittleBigPlanet. More specifically, it's the third game, which I'm playing the PS4 version. And I'm a bird. Let's fix that. There we go. That's me. As a sack boy. But yeah. This year is the 10th anniversary of LittleBigPlanet. So, to celebrate that, I'm streaming a bunch of LittleBigPlanet. To start, I'm going to go through some of the DLC packs I happen to own. I want to get all of them at some point, but for some reason they didn't do a sale. So tonight we'll start with the Metal Gear Solid pack, which this was the first one made. So this is like a basic introduction level. You'll probably notice that things aren't going quite right, which is unfortunate. It's basically a side effect of how the game was transferred from PS3 to PS4, I believe. But anyways, in the not so distant future, warfare is the basis of the global economy. And technology has created a new kind of military, where every move and every thought of every soldier can be controlled. Except for one. And that's it. But yeah, I think I might not actually be able to complete this, considering, as you may have noticed, I haven't actually completed it properly. One of them, due to the way the physics got changed a bit between games, kinda broke some levels. And this unfortunately included the official DLC levels. Like, I think I might be able to work around it, but I'm not sure. But if not, I'll just jump into some community levels. So on to the second level, which introduces the new mechanic they added here. I think I have the sticker for this, yeah. Just stick this here. And it changes the level into a race of sorts. Which this is essentially a tutorial level for the new mechanic, so... Which is a paint gun. They added shooting mechanics to the game for their first DLC pack. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense considering this is Metal Gear Solid, but yeah. And the level itself is actually based off the VR training missions from the original Metal Gear Solid, which is a nice touch. You actually fire faster by repeatedly tapping the button instead of holding it down, too, for some reason. Come on. There we go. Come on, move out of the way. Oops! Okay, probably shouldn't be doing that. Okay! I'm not doing very well at this. It's okay. This guy handled this mini-boss. There we go. Our test. Aiming's a bit awkward, but yeah. And that's it. Do a quick replay of this. Not a full one, just want to show what it's like without the race mechanic on. It just adds Otacon. There we go. Now you know what it's like. What would have been like if I actually played it myself. Played it normally. Alright, Act 3. Somebody has created a machine which churns out identical levels 24 hours a day. Locate and destroy it before it's too late. Sneak past the searchlights to investigate the enemy base. Another one of these, which, you know what, I don't think I'll do the race this time around. But yeah, they actually implemented stealth mechanics here. Which, keep in mind, this was the first game before they, like, really focused on allowing you to do other genres in LittleBigPlanet. Oops. Completely ignored the stealth mechanics there for a second. Okay, I didn't even notice that there was a searchlight up there. Yeah, you can sort of see like how the levels aren't quite working out correctly because of the engine differences between the first and third game. Yeah, let me see. What's the timing here? Ah! Didn't have time to react. At least the door's fixed. Alright. Great work, Snake! This mission's no longer about stealth, so it's time to bring out the Paynator. Which, actually, I have the proper costumes that came with this, too. So, pull them up real quick. Which, I have a lot of the DLC costumes. Pretty sure it's in the M's. There we go. So you got Meryl, Raiden, Screaming Mantis, an odd choice, and of course Solid Snake himself, which Solid Snake was actually one of the first DLC costumes revealed for the game, so there he is. Oops. Keep running ahead. Making the same mistake this time. Alright, it's another mini-boss. Oh! Okay, I couldn't dodge that. Right. Second phase. There we go. Snake got kinda screwed up by the explosives. And this is the level I couldn't complete back when I first played LittleBigPlanet 3 because of the physics differences. Hopefully I can solve it this time around. Okay. So a good start so far. Come on. Nope. Okay.
This is the entrance to the enemy HQ. It seems this is the source of all those identical levels. Infiltrate and shut down the machine while there's still time.
There was a sticker trigger there a few seconds ago. It looks like it's already gone. Yeah, I think we're getting close to the part I got stuck on. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Try that again. Okay. Hide. Wait for it to pop up again. Okay. Hide again. Come on, there's just one more. There we go. Treat. Hide, unhide, hide. Okay. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh, I actually completed it. But yeah, the glitch was that area where I had to flip the platform over with the paint gun. It wouldn't let me flip it over back when I first played this in LittleBigPlanet 3. I completed it in the original game, but not here until now. So they actually did fix it, apparently, it looks like. Check out the survival challenge real quick. Okay, VR survival challenge. Okay, we'll do a second try. So I selected continue, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to load. Okay, let's try that again. The music here is actually a remix of the boss theme from Metal Gear Solid 2. Which, I'm pretty sure all the music in this pack is from the Metal Gear games, but this is like the one I actually recognize. Made the same mistake I did last time. Okay. I accidentally opened up the poppet. Anyways, there's only one level left. So these were actually a lot shorter than I expected. But there is, like, still a bunch of other content I have to do for these streams, so I can just jump to those. It is I, Liquid. You shall never pass my Metal Gear, especially as it doesn't have any brightly colored weak spots. And we cap it off with a remix of the encounter theme from Metal Gear Solid. That's neat. right? Oh, yeah, okay, I can't actually hit him from here. It's just kind of difficult. There we go. But there's actually more. Because we gotta stop Revolver Ocelot from making a bunch of trophy levels. No! You destroyed my level creation machine! You have ruined my plan to become... Come on, I was reading that! And that's it. Though there is like one more little Easter egg-ish bonus level thing, which requires us to go back to the start. Go here. Wait for it to load. Open up the stickers and get the bullet hole sticker we just unlocked. And they turned it into a shooting game. Again, this was for the original game before they actually started embracing the fact you could make games other than platformers in it. Yeah, a full-blown shooter level in LittleBigPlanet. I don't think I got everything, though. Yep, didn't get everything. But yeah, that's the Metal Gear Solid pack. I still have plenty of time to do another, actually, so... just do the next one up here, which is actually completely unnecessary, because essentially what this was for the first game, they introduced the creator pack to essentially add a bunch of new features to the game. It was essentially a free download that you could get off the PlayStation Store. Everything in it was added to LittleBigPlanet 2 in basically this game too, considering the sequel. It's a sequel to that. But you can still download the pack to this day. And for some reason the levels in it still work. So these are like not proper levels and just demonstrations, but yeah. Here are the tetherless jetpack and enhancement remover tools to use in your levels. With the tetherless jetpack, you can fly freely as far as you like. The enhancement remover cancels any enhancements on contact. Choose Return to Pod from the start menu to leave this tutorial at any time. Which, yeah, no way to actually complete the level. They're just tutorials. And you can't even, like, die either. Well, actually, it looks like you can. So, just do that real quick. Working on it. Goodbye, Solid Snake. Next up's the global lighting object, which... let's get out of this snake outfit and get into... Come on, where is it? Sephiroth. Which... Sephiroth is an interesting character in that he was announced with Solid Snake as a DLC costume, but they didn't actually make him DLC until like several years later, and he was exclusive to LittleBigPlanet 2 for some reason. But as a side effect, there was actually a couple of other Final Fantasy VII costumes added as well. Anyways, this is the global lighting object. It allows you to change the lighting settings in your level. Yeah, I know I can return to pod. Stand in front of a global lighting object and see what happens. The sunset. The sun's back. A global lighting object can also be activated by switches. Pull that lever and see what happens. Turn it from day to night. And that's it. And there's no way to actually die here, it looks like, so... You're basically stuck until you select actually return to your pod. Next up's the infinite life checkpoint, which is pretty self-explanatory. Here is the infinite life checkpoint to use in your own levels. There is no limit to how many lives you can use, especially handy if there is lots of danger. And she left. Yeah, this fits. Just be stuck in woodland for the rest of the time. Well, it sounds like disaster is going on up. Let's see what's happening up here. Great. And I'm basically stuck. Which of course is intended, so yeah. But instead of actually returning to the pod like a normal game like it normally expects, let's try something different. For some reason I'm regular Sackboy now. I'm not sure what happened. We'll fix that once I'm on my last life. Let's go back to normal Krvavi costume. If it even lets me use it. It might actually get stuck because for some reason the game's not letting me connect to the internet right now. It was working when I tested it earlier, and they obviously haven't said anything about... There we go. They obviously haven't said anything about the servers going down, thankfully. But, yeah. For some reason, I couldn't connect to the servers tonight. Next up is the tweakable visibility for connectors, which these last two aren't. Don't say I have all the prizes because they're actual tweaks to default items, basically. So, which again, all of this stuff was added to default item to be a default item in the sequel. So, I already have all this. All connectors now have a visibility setting in their tweak menu. You can make things look like they're floating. Choose return to pod from the start menu to leave the tutorial at any time. And yeah. No way to die here, so we can just jump back to the pod. And finally, tweakable angle range for switches. The proximity switch now has a angle range setting. Walk to the sensor range over there, shown by the dotted line, and see what happens. Yep, that's me. I'm not a car. Yep. See that? The angle range can also be set for the magnetic key switch. It can have an angle greater than 180 degrees. Again, no way to die, so I actually have to return to the pod. And that's the creator pack. Again, bunch more stuff to do. So, let me think. Some of these are not like full level packs, actually. For example, this and this, they're essentially just single levels that just demonstrate the assets in the kit. So, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. The move pack surprisingly works on PS4, which the PS4 does support the move, and it actually did before the PlayStation VR was even a thing. But I don't have a PS4 camera, so I'm actually gonna have to skip that one for now. And yeah, store's down, but let's see if it works this time. Will it work? Yep, problem occurred attempting to connect to the LittleBigPlanet servers, which, you know what, I might actually try something real quick. Hold on. Okay. Can't connect to the servers. But yeah. That was the monster pack. In the Metal Gear pack. And the creator pack. So see you tomorrow.